So I'm just now making it to my home that I rented out to a tenant.
Look at it.
And this is how she repaid me, y'all. Let her move in January 2nd. This is where I'm at. So I'm just now making it to my home that I rented out to a tenant, Michaela Johnson. And this is how she repaid me, y'all. Let her move in January 2nd. This is where I'm at. April the 9th. After she didn't pay her rent.
Wow, look at that.
At all in the month of March. And obviously April either. So for 2 months. And then I gave her eviction. 5-day notice. And this is how she left my home. Of course, I had to process my thoughts and let all the tears and stuff out. And now I'm just showing what is left.
Look, I can imagine she cried over this. I mean, you're renting an apartment. You're helping someone have a roof over their head. All they got to do is pay you the rent. And you're providing a home for them, for their kids. And you're not paying the rent, and you think you need to live, or you can live scot-free. We all got bills to pay. We all pay bills. But you think you don't have to pay bills. And when you're not paying her, and then she decides to evict you, what do? You want to trash her home. That's not right.
And what she did.
Look at that.
Let me show y'all upstairs.
Yeah, that's right. Now look, their house wasn't like this when they were living there. This is done on purpose. They just do trash around on purpose. Look at that. That's on purpose.
Put a hole in my door.
Oh, look at that. Kick the door out. The pan on the door. They left their drink on the...
It's the laundry room. She left a lot of stuff in there too.
See, they didn't leave clothes or furniture or anything. They just left trash that they strategically placed around the house.
On the walls. Don't forget to show that diaper. Put a hole here. Oh yeah.
Oh, a diaper, dirty diaper.
She left.
That's gross. That's gross.
There's this room like this. Let them color all over the walls.
A lot of times when they're angry,
right here.
They paint the walls like these weird colors when they're getting evicted before they leave.
Like all these alcohol bottles.
Like fluorescent colors. Look at that. That's uncalled for.
Show y'all.
Look like they cleaned out the toilet though. I mean the tub.
Show y'all the closet. I'm sure there's nothing in there. It's just some shorts up there. And a trash bag right there. But yeah,
look at that.
She left the room.
All because they were getting evicted. You don't pay your rent, and you think the landlord is in the wrong because you didn't pay your rent. And this was probably a Section 8 housing situation where the tenant probably only had to pay $100 or $200, and you can't even pay that. You know, it's not the landlord's fault that you're not paying your rent. You know, it's not the landlord's fault that, you know, you lost your job or you don't want to work. It's not the landlord's fault. It's you to be responsible. And when you rent a place, you make sure you pay it for the term of your lease. Hey, let me know what you all think in the comments. If what do you think about this? And please subscribe. Yes, please subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Food, leftover food.
I thought I heard a baby.
Bag of chips open. Plate, wrench.
Trying to draw bugs. All right, I thought to come back on here because I know what a lot of you are thinking. And some of you were tenants or are tenants, and sometimes things doesn't get done around the apartment. The roof is leaking, the plumbing doesn't work, there's no hot water, anything, and you let the landlord know and they are not fixing it. They're not fixing it. And you get pissed off because you keep going to them, calling them, please fix this, please take care of this, and they're not responding. So what do? You hold back your rent, hopefully to get a reaction out of them. Hopefully to wake them up to fix things. So you withhold your rent. A lot of you have done that. A lot of you do that. But unfortunately, the landlord, they issue an eviction notice. They take you to court. Sometimes the tenant wins out. In some states, they do have a law, and I forget the name, the law of habitability. I think that's what it's called. And what that states is, whatever the condition is of your apartment when you move in, it has to remain that way. And if not, you can withhold your rent. You have to live in a safe apartment, a safe environment. And if not, you can withhold your rent. Some states do have that law for the tenants. So maybe that was a situation here where things weren't getting done and they were upset and they didn't pay their rent. And then the landlord says, hey, I'm going to evict you anyway. I don't know. We don't know the situation. This could, the way it was, normally you would just pick up and leave, or take the landlord to court and say, look, this isn't working, or, they're forcing us to pay and this isn't working. The roof is leaking, the plumbing's not working, we have no hot water, we have no heat, we have no whatever. In this situation, it just looks like these tenants just purposely trashed the apartment because they were upset, maybe because they didn't have the rent, they weren't going to pay the rent. They were just trying to get over and live scot-free while the rest of us have to pay. That's what it looks like. And in this case, I believe the the landlord is right. And the tenant was upset and trashed the place and left dirty diapers. I mean, you just don't do that. You don't. That's not good. That's not cool. Hey, since y'all watching, why don't you subscribe? Since you're watching, it's not going to hurt. It won't hurt. It won't hurt to subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you.